Hello everyone, my name is Brenda Coyle and I'd like to welcome you to this Bank of England Museum activity. And today we're going to be looking at designing and creating our very own unique notes. Here's some of the notes that I have made. Loads of money, well, pretend money. Now let's look at some of the materials that you may want to use for this project. Firstly, we're going to be needing some paper. So any drawing paper you have, any writing paper, drawing paper, anything, that will be absolutely fine. We'll also be needing some scissors and a glue stick. Any glue stick will do. And I've got a selection of pencils and felt pens. So let's begin. I've got some materials here that I've found from around the house. I got bits of freezer bags, sandwich bags, they're quite good to use. I've got some old wrapping papers from someone's birthday, found those. Baking papers are very good. And got some plastic film, sweetie papers, I'm not sure who's been eating those. Before you start snipping away though, do ask permission and make sure that all your materials are clean. As you can see, I have a selection of pretend banknotes that I've made myself. And on my notes, I have the name of the bank. And the name of my bank is the Bank of Brenda Coyle. And you can name your banknotes from any bank you like. So you can make up a name like your family name or a pet's name or your school name, anything you like. But because these are my notes, I've called them the Bank of Brenda Coyle. You can use some images from old magazines or newspapers to decorate your note, or you can actually paint directly or draw directly on your notes, like I have here. Or you can maybe scan some images on your computer and cut them out. Also, I'm going to show you how to make some security features. And all Polymar notes have these see-through windows as their security features. So I'm going to do a pretend one here, and I'm going to show you how to do some pretend see-through windows on your notes too. I have a picture here of a £20 Polymar note. It has many security features. These are special details on the notes that make them hard to copy. You will see that there are lots of intricate patterns and designs. And there are two see-through windows here and here. You will also notice there's a printed signature at the top. This is the signature of the bank's chief cashier. But did you know that they used to sign all our banknotes by hand in the olden days? See if you can find these things on some of your own banknotes. Another security feature, which you can still see on a lot of paper notes from around the world and some in the UK, are the watermarks. And I'm going to show you how to make these really good watermark effects on all your banknotes. So that's going to be fun. So let me get rid of these and let's start. Let's start with some drawing paper. I have got an A4 size paper here, and I'm going to divide it into threes. So if I cut it into threes, I should be able to have 3 notes, and they'll be this size. So I quite like that. It's a good size for a note. Let's start our designing. What's the denomination, the face value of your note going to be? I'm going to make my one into a £10 note. So I'm going to write 10. You can write them in any corner you like, wherever you want on there. And also, I'm going to divide my note into 2 sections. So this section here is going to have my security features, my little windows. I'm going to draw a line there. And this side's going to have all the writing. So if I keep on doing the line over and over, you'll find that eventually you'll get a nice straight lines. I don't like using rulers, and I don't mind making mistakes. They're all part of my artwork. There we go. So the name of my bank is going to be the Bank of Brenda Coyle. So I'm going to write this down here, the Bank You can write, like I said, any name you like. Brenda Coyle. And I'm going to make a nice little border around the edges. You can do any shape you like, all the way around the edges. Now, I've done one already, so I'm going to show you this one. So I've done it around here and around here. That's quite good. So now I'm going to show you how to do the watermarks. So a watermark is a security feature, and I'll show you on this one here. And I can do the same design on all my banknotes. And I think it's quite a nice little thing to add to your pretend banknote. So for that you'll need any paper. I've just chosen red so that you can see the contrast of what I'm doing with these little scrap papers. So I've just picked up lots of little scraps from my cutting out, all these little end bits that I'll probably throw away. And I'm going to just stick them randomly to make some shapes. So they can overlap, that's fine, overlapping them. Go all the way around and just keep on sticking shapes. And this will be your master board. So I've got one again already made up. There we go, there's all the little bits there. And what I can do now is I can put my banknote over the top. I can hold the paper down, and I'm going to pick up these shapes from the back. And to do that, I need to rub the pencil. And I rub the pencil. Whoa, look at that. You can see it's picking up the shapes from the back. And I'll do it over here. And I might even go right up the top there. And that can be my design. I can also do it on this end bit here. And each of my banknotes, my pretend notes, can have this watermark feature. And they'll all be identical because I can use this over and over and over again. Now if I want to, I can just to make it look good, I'm just going to colour the whole note in blue. Like so. There we go. Now, the other security feature was the see-through window. We're going to do this. So for that, I am just using the top of my glue, and I'm going to draw around it. I'm going to use contrasting colour so that you can see. You can put your shape wherever you like. It can be any shape at all. I've got a circle here. It can be absolutely any shape, and as big and as small as you want it to be. There we go, there's my little shape there. And we're going to cut this out. You might need some adult help to cut this little circle out, but the best way to do it is to actually just bend the paper around. Bend the paper so you've got the half of whatever shape it is, and snip in the middle, open it out, and that'll give you a little sort of little hole for your scissors to go in. Do be careful when you're doing this, and ask an adult if you're finding this a little bit difficult. There we go, and I'm going to go round and round now and cut my circle out. Like so, that's lovely. There we go. I'm going to turn it upside down, and I'm going to start sticking some of those little bits of jazzy paper that I found. So this is like a, what do you call it, a freezer bag, I think. And I'll just put some glue around the little hole. I'm going to stick a little bit of transparent paper over there. Let me show you how it looks like already. So that's quite good. So that's your little see-through window. Now if I want to add something to that, what I can do is maybe with some different coloured paper that I can snip away little bits of coloured paper or glitter or sequins or anything that you like. Put it right in the centre, and I'm going to put some more glue around the edges. More glue around the edges. There you go. Oops, getting a little bit stuck there. There we go, that might happen. So be aware of that, anything gets sticky. There you go. Oh, it's got static now. Ha ha! There you go. And I'm going to stick another piece on top. And that's our little security feature there. So now we need to finish off our design. So for that, you can again draw on here, paint on here, or you can cut some pictures out from magazines, newspapers. You can draw your own and cut them out. So I'm just going to cut this little painting that I did, and I scanned it on my computer so I could cut it out. I'm going to stick that there, and also maybe this one. So I quite like this one. A little circle. It's a little drawing that I did, a little doodle, and that's going to be part of my design as well. So maybe I'll put that there, and maybe the picture of the face I'll put there, like that. So you can keep on adding little bits wherever you like on there. Now on this note, it says, I promise to pay the bearer on demand £10. Or maybe this one, I promise to pay the bearer on demand £50. So I can again write it in my own handwriting, or I can cut it out from something that I've downloaded on the computer. You can use any font you like on there, like that. And I'm going to finish it off with a felt tip pen, because I think it's really nice to actually go over your writing and your numbers, either with paint or a felt tip pen, and make the important bits pop out. And lastly, you'll need, I've got this photocopied already, the chief cashier, because you're going to be the chief cashier, and I'm going to cut that out. If I find my scissors, there we go. So I've got lots of them to cut out, and I'm going to stick that at the bottom. And then with a pen, it's my signature. And that is my £10 pretend note. Please share your work with us on social media and tag the Bank of England Museum. And lastly, I'd like to thank you all for joining in. Bye-bye.